It's everyone picking the spot, splitting up the map perfectly, and we're gonna get WBG's Spider versus Mike, a classic match. The two titans going at it. Who's gonna get the better this time? Mike is gonna open up with the jump parry, not able to land his Spider with the 0.8 light, denying that opener. Mike tap dodge into the parry. Spider aggressive though, decisive, a new type of Spider, goes around the corner, knows Mike's gonna go with the blind side focus attack. We got the reads, we got the library card, we're checking out OUG Mike today.
Mike had a chance there to find those blue weapons, wasn't able to contest towards it, and found himself getting caught into that parry. And Spider, stone cold face. No, like, he calling him out like, oh yeah, no. This is pre-finals. We're looking for scores. Frosters didn't want to roll up to that kill though, because considering that whenever it came down to it, he saw it, he witnessed it, he walks away from it. He needs to make sure he's in a healthy state to fight a fully combative Farius Shen. Now, Salvation Podium has 3 targets here. DRG Fong actually opting into spawning, or rather making his way towards this from the fortress. If not, he spawned here outright and has a purple armor to kind of sustain this one through. Now, Rano, common armor on standby, have a blue dagger. If he finds a blue armor off of this trove, very nicely done. And as Wang Liang is just still on the underground, just trying to find his way through, Verse makes his way from the Igneous Mountain towards his region. And of course, he's looking to try to find any combatants. He avoids Arano outright, just trying to see about what the case is, if anyone's completing the puzzle, to see if Arano's late to the party. But Verse himself is the last one to actually be in the rival here. And while Wang Yang and Fang, CDY are actually going to go through, Fang is actually going to be just rotating around here. And this is going to be a big slew of a mess where players aren't really necessarily taking the time of wanting to engage one another, to trying to see about disrupting the flow of the puzzle. If someone is down below trying to solve it, and then suddenly a shot comes out from Verse, he denies them from completing the puzzle. It just burns time. And this is the thing that comes out. It burns time for them to try to complete the puzzle in time. And third parties can come in left field to try to deny them from even able to find the completion for the puzzle. That's where the Salvation Podium is a really big tactile position, where it's a textbook play of just being able to find the puzzle and solving it, and then a page turner happens and a bookmark reveals that there was actually the Half-Blood Prince, and all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of notes coming out there. And this is going to be a Rano comes out against Verse Raven, where this could be a position of getting a first elimination.
Hottie versus Zipping. Rano gold F, going to be invested. Verse in a tough position right now. Big pole sword from CDY hunting him down. Purple pole sword on to CDY. Everyone diving in for the chest, but Fong patient and waiting, always lurking in the shadows, always ready, gets some big ballista shots. Now CDY, we will take this ballista duel, but Fong is going to take the first hit, has to repair right now. To the right, Spider showing up on Justina, looking to get some shots on the Fong. A sitting target, a sitting goose taking shots to the head, but Fong able to get a double heal off. Is going to dive back into the center, see what he can see about getting some loot right now. Spider doesn't want my man to get any of it, sees what he wants to see. Goldup's going to be invested, but Wang Lang on the outside, peppering everyone with crossbows. And now Wang Lang going to be activating on the Faria, putting some pressure onto Justina. Has to be careful right now. Justina, one of the characters that can just straight execute you as Faria. When you go into that max, you think you're going to get some heals up, but you're going to get frozen, get your toes shot. But now Spider with the double hold is going to get parried by Fong. Again, patiently waiting, able to get that first parry out. Justina all is going to be invested. V2 being revealed. Only one dash left for Spider. Where can he go? He needs to make it to the underground. If he wants to get some kiting going, he's going to get that armor reset, make his way with a scale rush, looking to get out of sight, out of mind. Spider is going to get this reset. Doesn't hear anyone chasing him down, but there is so many people at the puzzle location, at the puzzle, looking for kills. And Spider is going to get revealed again. White armor to his name. Everyone's going to be dropping down. Gold folks going to be invested. 4 people jump out of the shadows trying to assassinate Spider like ninjas. Spider at his last leg. Can he survive? Has to make his way back under the podium. It makes his way up top first. Is going to choose to max range and no one is going to find him, and it looks like WBG Spider is going to make it out with his life.
That's incredible. Arano was on Ballista, was trying to cast those shots as Spider was disengaging, and no one decided to take the chase. They decided to walk away because that Ballista shot is available for somebody. They decided to take their time in distancing out, and it works in Spider's favor, having the impeccable movement just to get himself out from that position. Now, we do have a Pinnacle Town fight between GG Shaw and AS, an ultimate to mitigate that army from the fan forces GG Shaw in a position where AS does not have an ultimate available. And now we're going to see whether or not AS is going to be able to avoid his level 3 swings from Hottie, as he's going to scare rush among the buildings. finds the F1 to reposition himself to catch that dash, and looks to scale rush to these buildings, finding the kiting path, finds an armor swap as it's going to be working to his benefit. GG Shaw having around 5 seconds left onto his ultimates. Look for level 3 slash number 1. You're not going to hit it. Well, he actually is going to hit it, but AS can't roll out in time. And he's going to look for slash number 2. The last slash is going to be committed towards, and as AS is going to scare rush out, GG Shaw could lose his fight out if he finds an opportune moment for a parry, and AS does find the F2's invested. GG Shaw looking to try to hold his R&B. There's not going to be a whole check to be had except for AS's F1, which he has an ultimate available to go through. He sees it, he misses it, and GG Shaw comes out here on top for his second elimination as kill leader for this round. Now, we do have a Romy Yang spawning in here for the next couple of seconds, and around 80 seconds or so, we could see the players decide to reach this through, but GG Shaw could make his way to the shop, finding a purple armor purchase. As in the Mortal War now, you are able to purchase out jades, you are able to purchase out weapons, and you are able to purchase out armors on top of that. Now, there's a certain period of time before you can actually do so you can't just find gold armor on the shop immediately. Purple armors in the rotations first, and then into the jades that you can find of epic quality or better. And then reaching into the shop's lower depths where you're finding a gold weapon, gold jades, gold armor at a very hefty cost. But if you have the kill lead position of finding gold in that position of finding eliminations, whether through Romy Yangs or outside of it, and finding the time and duration to find that opportunity of buying said items before your next fight or next engagement, it could turn the fight around, especially Justina's, right? V1 or V2 Justina's. If, for instance, they find a Hong sword and they have a Aurora burst, they can make that work significantly better than what other characters can do, Raven. And we're going to enter as Romy Yang, with Spider is at its peak right now with purple armor, blue nunchucks, and a musket to boot.
Excellent play coming out from GG Shaw. One of the rare instances that I see someone killing someone with dodges, able to get a double bomb dodge into the whole dodge chase, completely trapping all the options that Tessa has to her name. She has to pop that ultimate. He's able to iframe using a whole dodge. What a spectacular play coming out from GG Shaw. And we're going to get him versus WBG Spider, taking to the skies. Spider has had a epic opener of a day. Can Shaw slow down this juggernaut? He's able to look for the LB, but he is going to get parried from Spider. The nunchuck parry punish doing massive amount of damage, but Shaw not shying away from the moment, sending another blue. Does not care that he got parried the first time, but Spider replying, I will release as well, taking to the skies. Can Spider anti-air? Shaw goes for the first freeze, not mitigated. Shaw going maximum distance, looks for a triple charge, not able to get it, but the gold F is going to come out for Shaw. He is going to catch the LMB into the cancel, into the RB. Now Spider, a little bit of armor, a little bit of damage, nothing to panic over, just going to release, and GG Shaw is going to fall victim to the GOAT. WBG Spider is on a roll. He cannot be stopped. The momentum is intense. My man is doubling the lobby's points right now.
Spider catching that crouch and avoiding the first set of horizontal from the fan and catching the parry off the second end was immense. He was using the musket, forcing and phasing out dashes from GG Shaw to ensure that he was able to find the freeze. Maybe not the first time, but that second time really came in clutch. And Shaw's moment of being able to cancel out ultimate and guarantee his F2 to be up for that combo breaker. It's a tactic seen by some characters, such as with the Justina's, for instance, in that case sense, where she finds herself in a bad spot where she needs her combo breaker, so she cancels ult by holding out the ultimate button and then finding the F ability to be available for herself. Now, for GG Shaw, though, 2 eliminations have to find himself into granting himself a target. Wang Liang actually nearby towards his region. We're seeing Frostbus getting chased out here by Spider into that ridgeline. I saw that GG Shaw inside Jin Armory as Wang Liang makes his way towards the shop. We're going to see Frostbus makes his way towards the Metop region. And as Frostbus is going to go up against Spider here, most likely, it's going to be a fight between gear difference, as both the Justina and Zipping Ying are going to be having the same armor, yes. But we are going to see a goal staff coming out from Spider where it's Frostbus can gain himself a chance of picking that up. It would be a huge damage spike. Finding the 2-1-1 swap, there's going to be Spider looking for this armor depletion off of Frostbus, who finds the F1 usage. Spider catches those RMBs. There's going to be ultimate casting at the ultimate focus. We're going to see a whole horizontal here. Parry opportunity coming out here. Why is there 4 players? I don't know, but TT25 rushes in here. JJH's Star rushes in here. And DRG Fong, GG Shaw, Wang Liang, all the players are making their way towards this as that Valiant Challenger kind of made its way towards into this region. We're having a tassel of a brawl coming out here, Raven, where all the players are reaching into the standpoint of fighting against one another.
Now, Frostbus was against the ropes, and then out of nowhere, just paid actors dropping them from the top rope. Spider's like, wait a second, what's going on here? There's like 7 people on my screen. Wang Lang, 225, Arano, Mike, Shaw, the whole gang is here. 225 forcing the Varia mech. Arano looking for the kill onto Wang Lang. Spider just diving in, has a remains, but Sarge gonna pick up the first kill onto 225, and now Arano's gonna take the sky on the hottie, trying to make his way out of here. Pure chaos going down, and Matab, Varia mech gonna be going in for Wang Lang V2 burning Wang Lang alive, cooking him, deep frying him. He's stuck in the barbecue. He wants out. The oven is heating up. Wang Lang is gonna get burned alive by Mike, finding the kill. Can Mike pick it up? He's all the way at the bottom of the leaderboard. A rare sight for Mike. Now JJ Star on top of the hottie. No love to the family of hotties right now. Arano, a little bit of movement there. We're stuck here on the rooftop trying to make his way out of here. Fong spots a panicking bird, is going to come down chopping LMB, RMB. Big damage coming out from this pole sword, chunking Arano down, denying his escape with the grapple cancel. LMB's going to come out. Arano going to fly away, dive into the pit of just more people bombing, weaving so many people out. DRG's Fong chasing him down, but Arano makes out like a bandit, gets out of there, and Shaw finds a kill onto Frostovitz. Our hero is going to get taken down by GG Shaw, the new hero, with the hottie scale rushing non-stop. There is 9 players descending upon Metab because of this challenger. The whole lobby joins in this festival of death served.
Everyone's taking this in an aspect of a bloodbath match. You know, shout out to bloodbath mates out there. Considering that every single one of these players are forcing themselves in a position in the Metop region due to one Valiant challenger, it denied in the very beginning when we saw Frost was up against Spider, and now Frostfist is down. GG Shaw found the elimination. We know GG Shaw has been picking up these solos along the way, so while he had his ultimate depleted, he had 40% rage by the point of his ultimate duration of 25 seconds to end out. Now Arano is going to be looking to lock in this chance of here of finding out Wang Liang, who just came back here from a res, and of course he did have a better armor than what he has now, but due to the chase that's being pressured onto him, we are going to see this chance here for Arano to try to find Verse as the next suspect of being eliminated. Now CDY looking for this pulse sword scare rushes to come into his favor. He finds out Verse. Arano has no combo breaker. He has to have high ground position and look for the time to reset. As Arano does so, we are going to look for another position to the northwestern region where the Romy Yang is also spawning in here. JL's AS looks for the high ground. Arano looking for to try to get himself in a position where he is going to find priority of getting out of Medtop once and for all and making his way to try to resupply. Considering that right now 3,400 gold is our dark tech point in his pocket, he's got 2 healing berries, 3 armor patterns, 9 grapples. He could make his way to a shop, or he can risk it all, but he has Romy Yang depletion right now, so it's not even going to have any sort of point to the matter, as he has to not give any sort of other players the kill. He's going to be backing off here for the final 7 seconds and not making sure that he has to give another player another point lead into this game. And as he gets rid of his lifespan here, we are going to see a bounty off of CDY against AS. There's going to be a Gen arm respawn through for the players, and into this Romy Yang, Spider's immediate frame 1 entry into there, as he does have a gold staff, he does have alchemy, and with the health jade on standby, it will be up to seeing whether or not anyone wants to contest the 2 kill lead that Spider has into this lobby, Raven.
And WBG Spider, tricky with his opener today. I caught him catching Frosta. He actually goes for the mid dodge LMB, able to trap Frost with his hold dodge cancel. Now normally hold dodging super safe in neutral unless your opponent perfect spaces you and uses that super fast dodge to catch on to you. Spider really tricky with his openers today, really showing that he's willing to vary it up with opening with a parry versus going aggressive. But after that first read, he is going to take it to you. Now we got new school versus old school. JJH Star, new to the league. Can he take down WBG Spider? What can slow down Spider? Is this just going to be speed bump that Spider is going to cruise over, or will Star taking down one of the best to ever do it? JJ Star taking to the skies. RMB's going to be coming down from Spider, looking for the opener. He again gets that 1 charge parry into it, but he does have gold staff, doesn't get that big flat damage, but the jumping LMB is going to come out, gets the scale rush, gets the RMB 1, 2, 3. Pulse sword is going to come out, another big parry from Spider, gonna weapon swap, get that giant juicy RMB. Now can he find the freeze onto Flying Hottie? First freeze is going to come out. JJ Star moving slow, not able to get away, is going to eat an RMB, looking for the scale rush. Spider chomping down the bird from the sky, the anti-airman himself, the artillery, grabbing Hottie out of the sky with the freeze and weapon swapping into this gold pulse ward. There's nothing that can stop WBG Spider when he's locked in loaded.
Spider's like, doo, 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 and getting the dashes out was impeccable, right? Switching out the parry for the pole sword from purple to gold rarity gave Spider another damage spike. He's got another gold staff on standby. White Tiger's prowess is active. He's got 27 gold K gold in the tank. He's got enough to kind of work into this end game. In the meantime, we're still in Met top. These guys forgot that the epilogue has already been made. It's like the end of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's like, what are you still doing here? You know, everyone's still walking around in this area trying to worry word this play. We see Spider in Jin Armory going up against JJH's Star outside of the Romy Yang. JJH Star knows who his opponent is, the Justina in the lobby. F2's immediate upon entry. We know it's going to be a chance here for Star to look for a chance for reciprocating a parry. Finding an R&B, Spider will deal out that poke damage. Nicely done for that Scarab's position. And looking to try to capitalize off of it, Star will use his F2 as a way. Whole check of Destiny comes out here. LMB uppercut, gonna go for the jump LMB. We know Ultimate's available, but Star gets caught in a horizontal and locked away from his lifespan into his lobby. 4 eliminations for Spider to get himself as one of the top scoring players into this lobby. We saw Spider get himself the elimination against Star the first time for his 3rd elimination. Now he catches him in the 2nd round into that fight, and with it, catching that lead into this game.
WBG Spider showing everyone how Justina should be played. Lock and loaded, grabbing kills left and right, but GG Shaw versus CDY. Still, this Metab fight still going down. Wang Lang about to join in the body. Shaw trying to kite the situation. A lot of verticality when it comes to Metab. Shaw making his way back into the zone, has a blue dagger. CDY with the assault, with the delayed parry. Jumping LMB is going to close it out. Shaw not able to survive inside zone, and now CDY on the zipping, getting his loot taken away from him from a fellow zipping member. Will CDY stand for it now, transitioning into the 2nd half of this match? Spider lurking on the outside with the Tiger buff, waiting to cast his web to find more kills. Now Fong, Master of the Shadows, always lurking, always waiting to tap it and get that last hit. Work smarter, not harder. Burst and Wang Lang going at it. Feria versus the Zippings, classic matchup right now, but unfortunately Wang Lang is outgunned. Double Zippings are surrounding him, but he's not going out. Quietly lighting up CDY, non-stop hits going down. CDY has to be careful right now. Burst will switch and finish him off if that opportunity of the last hit does come into play, but Wang Lang making his way back up to the top, poking his out to the surface. What's going out over here? We got OUG's Mike, we got Spider waiting out on the surface. Wang Lang with a mech, a naked Feria, no ultimate to her name. Can she survive the focus fire that inevitably will come to her next?
Spider having himself to be one of the lone Justinas, and you know the swarm is about to come through, but it's in a different direction. Not as many Zapines, right? 7 players still alive. You got a chance here for Spider to kind of keep his momentum here, keeping himself locked away from the players, and then finding a great chance for finding those freezes to the armies from Pulse Ward. A parry inside of the barrel, or inside of the urn, as you can see here for the furnace, as Wang Liang loses all his armor, and he's gonna have to reheal every single itty bitty bit of it, as he's looking to try to heal under this tent, and no one takes the contesting this fight, or this heal, I should say, coming out here. He's going to have only 2 armor powders left into this game, though. So he's got to be very careful about whenever he finds a body to loot up, that he's not going to be caught out in a bad position. As you can see, Mike is going over to where we can see the body remaining from JJH's Star, and finding some supplies out here. Find Spider, who does have that gold armor purchased from the shop, and going to go ahead and just backing off here as a complete namesake. He does have a good amount of supplies to come through as one of the final remaining Fairy Shens alongside Wang Liang. You know, they're like, you know, they're making sure they can keep themselves grouped up in case anything happens. But because we can see the Zippings taking hold of the Jin Armory as a whole, DRG's Fong is just skywalking from the sky down below just to keep himself kind of nice and tidy. Now he walks straight across the valley, the Thorny Roller. Worst case scenario is that he could have got grapple staggered. I didn't want to cast a curse it, but you know, I had to watch to make sure it did not happen in the first place. And as Wang Liang has a gold fan, he's clean with finding extensions off of the Fan Infinite. If he finds a neutral uppercut against someone who doesn't have a combo breaker for the where he knows he expended it, that would be the play. And Mike takes to skies with the ballista pretty much in case if anyone's trying to scare us out. And on top of this end, 8 minutes remaining on the board, Raven, and we have a fairly diverse selected pool of players where it's not one majority.
Now we got 1 Justina, 1 Zipping, 1 Tessa. Actually, 2 Zippings, 2 Ferias. We got duos and a couple solos surviving right now. Now, OUG's Mike on the ballista wants to play this slow. He needs to bring back this game. The tournament can slip away from you. You see Mike dialed in on the Blitz, and normally super active, getting in there, refereeing the lobby in other ways. Nice, close and personal, but now he's gonna land a big shot onto JGG's verse. Sitting in the background though, Mike, rare case of Mike acting as a side character on the outside, but the main character, WBG Spider, taking Holleroth by storm. 19.5, a massive game, just almost 2 times more than anyone else. Only Frosted is close to him in points, but Spider putting a massive lead. Now on the outside, the Faria Nation, 3 of them getting stronger versus the other 4 in the lobby. Fong, calculated, cool and collected, has the tuna, is gonna get this all the way to his end game. Fong, one of the best to do it in these end games. Same thing with Wang Lang, same things with Mike. I predict, Serve, that it's gonna be a Faria winner for this end game. Now Spider on the Justina has the capabilities to thin out the herd. That V2 100% stops Faria in her mech, all of her momentum, and locks her in place so that you can fry her with range attacks. As long as you're on the front side, she is not immune to range damage. Frozen. Now transition to the end game. We still got 2 zippings, Verse, and I believe that is AS. Can the 2 zippings make something happen? They're going to have to pair up with one of the bursting solo characters, a Tessa, JLAS, the Wild Mushroom, the Dark Horse, the Wild Card in the mix. That one Tessa ult can just tip the fight into someone else's favor out of nowhere. So much potential in this end game. The 80% Moonbane coming out, taking up 80% of this last little bit of circle. Everyone just waiting, calm before the storm. Will WBG Spider be able to maintain his dominance, take down another game? Are we going for the 3-piece MVP, one of the few to ever do it, or will OUG's Mike bring it back?
Yeah, big chance for
Faria.
It's a big chance for Spider, man. It's a big chance. If he catches Mike out, I'm just saying, these guys gotta get, they're friendly, right? But then in moments like those where he catches him out again, I'm like, oh man. And then Mike's like, nah, I made it personal now. No. The thing is, if Faria Shens, you know, the Faria Nation comes through here, one thing that comes out from Justina is that the V2 is very it's very strong compared to V1 against big targets like Faria Shens or Transformers, because there's a 3-second freeze for V2 and a 1.6-second freeze for V1 against any target. So for Spider to find a capitalization off of it, it would also depend on the on the Zipping Yings of the nation to look and locking in towards range shots to just deplete that Faria Shen mech as fast as possible. That's one of the main aspects that Spider could take into capitalization. But then we have this Dark Horse, like you mentioned, right? In this case, it's AS as a Tessa, where if anything happens post freeze, he finds an enchantment to lock down the Faria Shens outside of the mech, where he can find the guaranteed enchant and looking to lock that one in. It will be a cluster of a fight scenario where everyone's trying to kind of find those last hit opportunity moments. And to the final 4 minutes, we are going to see Spider in the realm of all the Faria Shens, while the Zipping Yings, DRG's Fong is right next door, next to Verse. A parry coming out from Verse as he locking Fawn into his scare rush action. As Wang Liang is in the corner peel, he's looking to try to chase this one down with a horizontal to knock out any range shots. Is there? These players are playing for the last 3 minutes right now for the final circle. They're not finding out Fong. Like OEG Mike didn't want to take the fight with Fong. He'd rather wait for this one to come through when it's his best opportunity, which is going to be right into the end circle when it comes out best. Now Spider, catching this chance of looking for a Scare Rush Blue Focus, misses all targets. We're not talking about that. But the horizontal definitely looks for the connection. And as CDY looks for the use to utilize the F1 into the blistering edge as the Stoneform was proc, Spider's not going to take the time to realize he should not push this. Mike finds a kill off of JDG's Verse. We're going to see a Scare Rush coming in here from AS as he's pushing this one down. AS charging at the horizontal, the vertical. CDY having no armor to his name and looking to try to go for this heal back. And I think with the F1 coming out here, Raven, I think CDY is going to have to take the time to cancel his ult, because otherwise it may not last into the final circles.
Yeah, Zipping's ultimate 32%, we got that little bit in the tank. We got a little bit of gas left in the tank, but the Faria Nation lurking on the shadow, like lurking right on the side, seeing the platform go crazy. Everyone just investing everything, but the Farias lurking on the side, finding these kills, finding these last hits. But Fong is going to be harassed by this Tezza, but he's going to get a big parry onto Tezza. JL's AOS is going to get taken down. WBG Spider rolls in, tries to steal that Soul Bloom. Now Wang Lang and CDY on the other corner, other zipping, trying to hold his position. It's coming down to the wire. 3 Farias, 2 a zipping, and a Justina. CDY last zipping remaining, has his F1 popped. Can he cancel his ultimate, save this last little bit of ultimate for this last leg? But there are 3 Farias lurking in the shadows. Spider trying to make his way, trying to stay out of sight, out of mind, but he's going to take to the skies, realizing it is inevitable. The couple pillars here is going to allow him to grapple cancel, stall out this little bit. Will we get a 3-piece MVP, or will Fong or Mike overtake Spider? Spider has the advantage with 4 kills. So these two are going to have to get 2 more kills, but the placement points are starting to matter. The multiplier starting to mean a lot more. Wang Lang holding the low ground with the horizontals over and over. CDY almost gets taken down by the roller. Non-stop horizontals going to CDY. Wang Lang hits him with the 4-piece and takes him down. We are down to our last 4 serve.
Big chances here. Fong, Wang Yang, Mike, 2 kills each. Spider at 4. Anyone could take this as MVP if the right cards are in their play for catching those last hit confirmations. And that Thorny Roller is not making things easier. If anyone finds a launch off of a horizontal or a vertical into that region, no one's going to be safe once that Thorny Roller runs past by. Scare Rush comes out here. Immediate F2 for Spider to reposition himself towards the zone. If he took any more time, he would have died mostly to the tick and grapple cancels coming in for the enemies. Now Mike looking for the Scare Rush, forces Spider in a position he'd rather not be in, and he's in the zone as he takes no damage from Mike as a result, no elimination, but he's locked in the 4th place. Mike having this charge RMB coming through here, decides to worry about whether or not he should beacon drop now. It's going to be the case for him to look for it, finds a Soul Bloom so he can build a rage passively over time for the 30%. Now Mike has to worry to just heal up this vitality, but Wang Yang and Fong are just playing a race for who can stay the highest off of the ground. Mike looking for the jump LMB, the bacon drop comes out from Wang Yang, and Mike goes ahead and decides to look for the RMBs. There's going to be another beacon drop from Mike here in just a moment. He looks for the F1, keeps himself propelled horizontal from Fong for the blistering edge, gets a high ground position. Wang Yang is going to be the big beefy target. Fong in the zone, taking 50% more damage than anything else, and he's going to be the first of the 3 to get eliminated out here, as Wang Yang is going to be the second one, and Mike looking for these last hit confirmations is going to come through here with 3 eliminations and most likely in the 1st place position.